Hi guys, James here from James on Guitar, and today's just a bit of a fun one and a new experience for me, whether you believe it or not. I first picked up a guitar 4 years ago, and although I've had a long break in the middle, I have never used a fuzz pedal before. In fact, I've never used fuzz at all. So I feel like this is going to be a great journey, a fun one. And I've started with a bit of a cliche, a bit of a classic. Something I'm not normally too keen on is signature stuff. I don't think I'd buy a signature guitar or a signature amp. But you know, this wasn't too expensive, it's a bit of fun, and my first foray into fuzz should start with Jimi Hendrix. As far as I'm concerned, he wasn't the first to use fuzz. I've read all, up about it a little bit, and people were poking holes in their speakers and things like that to get that fuzz sound, and you had the Rolling Stones and other people using it. But I think Jimi Hendrix maybe was one of the first people to really start using it to its potential. So I picked up this authentic Hendrix. This is a Jim Dunlop Hendrix Fuzz Face Mini. There you go, Fuzz Face Mini. And it's got a sort of custom artwork on the front of it. So I think we should just plug it in, see what it sounds like, and I can react to the fuzz, basically. Okay, thank you for making Dunlop, blah, blah, blah. Okay, these Dunlop, I've had these before, these little quick guides, pretty useless because they're not specific to the pedal that you've got in front of you. There you go. Cool, so we've got an AC adapter and the actual pedal. I'm just going to show you, I'll show you what the pedal looks like, if that's important to you. For me, that wasn't why I bought it. It may not go onto my pedal as such, or pedal board as such, but it's going to be fun to play around with. Now, one of the reasons I bought this was they fit an awful lot into here. So you've got a buffer, which is great, going to make this less noisy. And then you've got both silicon and germanium sort of transistors in here, which are going to create completely different effects from each other, which makes it versatile. And I mean, look how small it is. Isn't that? That's pretty cool. So I'm just going to plug it in. I've got my little setup here. No need to show you today because it is very simple. I'm just plugging in this fuzz. I've got it attached with my Polytune pedal and my Mythos Mjolnir, just to try out what happens with the fuzz and a bit of extra gain. So today I'm going to use this. And here we go. So basically you just press a button to change between silicon and germanium. I'm going to start with the germanium, obviously being the older technology slightly. Now, I don't know too much obviously about fuzz, I'm not a pedal maker, but I do know that what's happening generally with this is that the transistors act like a sort of amplifier. And normally there's a two-stage process with the transistors, and the first transistor is going to amplify your sound, and by doing that it's going to basically overload the transistor, and it gets clipped a lot. And then the second transistor clips it a lot, and it creates that sound. That may be completely wrong or unscientific, but that's as far as I know it. I just want to hear what it sounds like. I'm going to basically just start by using this as a boost pedal. So I'm going to turn the fuzz all the way down and have the volume in the middle. So here's the guitar without any fuzz. So you can hear it's not a completely clean sound, but it's pretty clean. So let's boost this up with the pedal. I'm just turning it on. Okay, I think I need to turn the volume up basically because it was already louder than that. Turning it back off. So it's a pretty nice boost pedal in itself. Okay, so it works good as a boost, so maybe it could be good on a pedal, in fact. It's a nice quiet pedal with the buffer on. I have the buffer on. If I turn it off, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm getting more crackling from the... So that's the buffer on. Okay, so this is buffer off. So I'm going to keep the buffer on. Right, let's play around with the fuzz. Okay, it's on 0 now. Just going to turn it up 1/4 of the way. It's my first ever time playing with a fuzz pedal. Okay, can't say that there's much there yet. Let's turn it up a bit more. Halfway. So if we turn it off. I think it's just got the slightest bit of extra fatness at the moment. Not too much hair on there. Let's go with sort of 2 o'clock now. Starting to like that, so it's just starting to really give that sort of hair on there. Let's go to 3 o'clock. So does it clean up? It cleans up with the volume. That's great, actually. So with the germanium side, I don't know with the silicon side yet, you can use the volume to sort of control the fuzz. So it's off. I'm only turning up the volume knob on here by 1 or 2, and it's actually giving me. So if I had the pedal off, that's what you get on this low volume, but there's a sort of boost obviously in here with the volume. And as we go up, okay, go up a bit more. That's really got some meat on it, and then okay, fully up. That is pretty awesome. So the fact that you can just use the volume knob to control the effect. Clean. Not clean. I'm liking that. Right, let's turn the fuzz all the way up just because we have to. Gives you so many options to sort of build throughout a piece just using the volume. Now it got a bit much for me on that full volume, so I'm just turning it back to about 3. That was perfect. It just meant I can go from sort of clean. having that control throughout a piece is, I think, it's pretty awesome. So you could keep it to that clean. Well, I think that's great. Okay, I've got a smile on my face. Let's just try this silicon side. So I'm going to turn the fuzz all the way back down, turn the volume back to half, and let's switch over to the silicon transistors. So full volume on the guitar. What have we got? So that's with the fuzz off. Let's go back to germanium. If there's any difference, I would say the silicon is brighter. Okay, so I'm going to turn the fuzz up 9 o'clock. Okay, little bit, tiny bit there. Let's go 12 o'clock. Okay, not much going on, but it's a nice sound. Okay, so we're at 2 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock. It's definitely, so far I would say the silicon is less warm. I'm going to turn the volume up on that, and I'm at about 4 o'clock on the fuzz dial. I like what it's doing there. So I've got the fuzz set at about 4 o'clock, the volume is at about 2 o'clock, and then I've got the guitar only just up on the volume. And again, that volume on the pedal is boosting this, and it's doing a great job. And it's got just a touch of fuzz. So if I was to put that back to the germanium on the same settings, silicon, at that volume on the guitar, when it's controlled all the way back, the silicon side seems to have a bit more clarity in the mid, in sort of the mid frequencies, which I really like. So let's turn the guitar volume up about halfway. Do that on the germanium, same settings. You whack the silicon all the way up. It's a lot of fun too. Okay, back to the germanium, same thing. Sorry, that went a bit wrong, but you can get the sound. So I'm going to go back to that 3 o'clock position that I liked on the Germanium, and then play between the two. Overall, I'm loving both, I've got to be honest. Silicone. I'm not ready to say whether I prefer one or the other or whatever. I've got a lot more fuzz to play with. I need to buy some more fuzz pedals, I think, but at the moment, I'm just enjoying that massively. I can see the Germanium maybe is more that Hendrixy sound, that fuzzier, well, obviously they're both fuzzy, that hairier, but also thick, lush sort of sound. And the Silicone I'm just really liking. I like how that's not mushy when you really turn it down. Germanium. Anyway, I could noodle around all day with that. I love the fuzz. So I'm going to be adding a lot more fuzz pedals. What more can I say? I'm going to try playing around with this for a few weeks. But what I love about it is how you can control that fuzz and build it and build it and build it. And it really just adds a boost when you've got the volume on your guitar set right down to maybe 2, 3, you know. So without the fuzz on. And then with. That's great. And as you go through the song, probably building, you can. Back to the Silicone. I don't want to make any more generalized statements about fuzz, obviously being this is the only fuzz pedal I've ever played with, and I played with it for probably, less than 5-10 minutes. But I'll be making more videos about fuzz. At the moment, this is so cool, I'm just going to have to sit here and play for ages, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want to see me playing with more fuzz pedals or lots of other types of pedals, amps, guitars, etc., then please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite fuzz pedal that I should try? I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.